I've been a truck driver for over 10 years now, and I've seen my fair share of scary things on the road. But nothing compares to the night I found myself on an abandoned road in the middle of nowhere. It was a dark and stormy night, and my GPS had led me astray. I was completely lost, and the rain was so heavy that it was impossible to see more than a few feet ahead. As I drove on, the road became more and more desolate. There were no signs of life, no houses or buildings, nothing. It was just me in the rain, pounding against the windshield of my truck. I was starting to get a bit freaked out, but I tried to stay calm and focused on finding my way back to civilization. That's when I saw her, a figure in the distance. At first, I thought it was a hitchhiker or someone who needed help. But as I got closer, I realized something was off about her. She was a woman, dressed in white, standing in the middle of the road, and she had no face. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I rubbed my eyes, thinking that maybe I was just tired and my mind was playing tricks on me. But when I opened them again, the woman was still there, standing motionless in the middle of the road. I slowed down the truck, feeling a chill run down my spine. As I got closer, I could see that her dress was torn and dirty, and her hair was matted and tangled. She looked like she had been wandering in the rain for hours, if not days. I rolled down my window and called out to her. "Ma'am, are you okay? Do you need any help?" There was no response. She just stood there, staring blankly ahead. I tried again, a little louder this time. "Ma'am, can you hear me? Do you need me to call someone for you?" Again, there was no response. I was getting really freaked out now. I mean, who was this woman, and why was she standing in the middle of the road with no face? I decided that I needed to get out of there and find help, so I put my truck in reverse and started to back up. But then something even weirder happened. As I started to back up, the woman began to move. She took a step forward, and then another, and then another. She was walking towards me, still staring straight ahead, still with no face. I hit the gas and drove away as fast as I could. My heart was pounding, and my hands were shaking. I had never experienced anything like that before in my life. I tried to tell myself that it was just my imagination, that I had just seen a weird reflection or something. But deep down, I knew that what I had seen was real. After a few more miles, I finally found a gas station. I pulled in and told the attendant what had happened. He just looked at me like I was crazy, but I could tell that he was a little bit spooked too. He told me that there were a lot of weird things that happened on that road and that I should just be glad that I had gotten out of there in one piece. I never forgot about that night. It haunted me for years afterward, and I always avoided that road whenever I could. But sometimes, when I was driving through the middle of nowhere, I would think about that woman in white and wonder what her story was. Was she a ghost, or just some poor lost soul? I guess I'll never know for sure, but one thing is for certain. That night on the abandoned road will always be etched in my memory as one of the scariest experiences of my life.